Coach, I know you probably want to watch it again before you know for sure, but how do you grade Dave today? How he played and what he gave you?
Well, I thought that obviously I thought he played well offensively. We went to him early, and then of course he made two of the biggest plays of the game without question late. So I thought he was good. I thought Mitch was good too for the most part. I thought for the most part, especially the second half, they kind of plugged the gap and didn't allow the guards to get to the rim as well off ball screens. So that was positive. But, it's hard to get too excited when, your two bigs play 40 minutes combined for one rebound. So we got to do a better job of that. But I thought he did well. I'm happy for him, and certainly he came up big late.
He said that the shot late that put you up 4 was sort of a secondary thing. You tried to get something else out of it first. I mean, that's got to be something you like to see, that he stays in there and stays ready even when it's not running through him.
Well, at game point, everybody should be pretty ready and alert. And, very rarely do you draw something up and have it work exactly as you wanted to. But if I'm not mistaken, and I'm trying to think, he made the 2 huge shots, but I don't know which one was the if you're thinking about the one where CB threw it to him from the corner and he made it with 1 second left, or the one before that, I'm not positive, but they were both great plays. And, if you play right and play the way we'd want to play, I really believe that there's a great chance that whoever's in there playing in the big spot is always an option, even if it may not be the first option, because you should always be able to throw the ball to your big.
Hey, along the lines of David, what do you think of his ball screen defense today?
Well, I thought it was, as a group, I thought it was pretty good because we downed everything so hard. But the reason we downed everything so hard because they were throwing it back for the most part, although they both made shots and Quaff made 2, but they're throwing back to a guy that, statistically ain't going to shoot that 17-footer. So that made it a little bit easier. But I thought it was better. We trapped on the sideline and one time, and they got out of it and threw it to the big and got a 3-point play, because Juan didn't get over and cover. But I thought our ball screen defense was better.
Bill, what did you think at halftime? And what was the message to the team?
Well, I thought at halftime, we didn't, I think a lot of times when coaches, I said this after the game, when coaches say they didn't play well, it makes it look like you're not giving the other team credit. So I thought that OU, was certainly prepared and played very well, and they had a lot to do with us not playing well. But I thought we absolutely stunk the first half. I thought we were, we started off poorly, and you could say, okay, you outscored Team 7 over the last 18 minutes of a half. You probably think you played pretty good, but that wasn't the case. We go in down 2 when we spotted them 7 to start. You're playing for one shot, and I called an awful play. My fault. And so we're playing for one. The worst you can do is go in tied at halftime. Instead, we go in down 2. And second half, I thought, considering we really didn't make free throws and didn't shoot the ball particularly well, I really thought that, we came out and played better the second half, even though it wasn't we didn't have a major run or anything. But I thought we played better the second half and controlled the second half. But the thing I'll take out of this more than anything is when we were down 1 with 3:22 left or whatever it was, we actually executed and played pretty well down the stretch, which is obviously the most important time to play well. So, and Jalen kind of responded after a rough day in a big way.
So, Coach, where overall are you guys? You're 10-2, ranked 6th in the country. You didn't like the first half, but you see they pulled out a way to win, found a way to win, which is, the most important. So where is this team right now in the way you develop a team and, kind of gear towards March?
Well, the thing about it is, Karen, we've got to score, get some easier baskets. We're not good enough offensively to live by jump shots. We got to figure out a way to get easy baskets and play to some athletic ability. We're not as athletic as a lot of the teams that we'll play against. And so when teams scout and they take certain things away, we got to figure out a way to still generate offense. We don't score in transition at all. We never score in transition. We don't get deflections or steals to lead easy baskets. Like, OU took our ball 4 times in the first half and came away with 7 points just by taking our ball. So that's 7 points they didn't have to earn, and we have to earn everything. So I really don't know the answer on how to create that right now. We're our activity level. We get 2 steals the first half. They get 9. Those. So when you look at it from that standpoint, it's a pretty good win considering that they got easy stuff and we didn't. But I like our team. I do like our team. I think that we get a false sense of who we are when we make shots, because if we're not really good defensively, we're going to play teams that scout us and don't let us do what we want to do. And we got to make sure they play poorly. And I thought we did a good job. I mean, what'd they shoot today? They shot 38%. I would have taken that before the game. That wasn't bad. It's just that of the 38% they shot, if we eliminate our own bad offense that led to easy baskets, they may have shot 30%. And those are the things you just can't do. When you don't generate a lot of offense easily, you can't give the other team easy offense. And that's something I think that we can correct and we'll get better at. But I like our team, but this is not the same team we had last year. I watched last year's game with OU at their place. We played worse down there last year than we played today. And it's a tie game with 8 minutes left and the other team doesn't score for 7 minutes or whatever it is. So that's the difference, because we could just lock people up at game point, and we're just not – we just don't quite have that ability right now defensively to do that.
What wasn't working for Jalen in the first half, and then conversely, what was working for him down the stretch?
Well, he made 2 shots, but that wasn't what wasn't working, Scott. He turned it over 6 times, and he was playing out of character, and he was forcing it, and didn't let the game come to him at all the first half. That was the thing. And then didn't guard. Just really didn't do anything. I think he was a little bit too amped up going against Harmon, high school teammate and probably a little bit of a rival, and just didn't have his best. But we had his best down the stretch, which was most important.
How did Marcus hold up?
Excuse me?
How did you feel Marcus held up being back out there? And I mean, did he have any problems or any issues at all?
Oh, I didn't sense any problems. I know he got bumped there in the second half late after he got made a basket late. He got a big offensive rebound off an air ball and got 2 points. But I don't think that he had any type of hangover from some of the issues that he'd been laboring with the last few days.
Bill, how important is your outside shooting to just the success of this team?
Well, I think it's it's very important. If you don't generate lobs and layups and post touches that can get you easy baskets as well as what you've done in the past, it's very important. Like this team shoots a lot better than last year's team, a lot better. But last year's team didn't need it to shoot that well. This is one where in all honesty, you should judge us on if we're able to win when we don't make shots. Because when we do make shots, we're going to be a pretty hard team to deal with. And today we didn't make shots, but we did make a couple. Jalen made 2 huge ones late.
Do you find yourself trying to generate those looks in big situations? I mean, it seemed like the last few – down the stretch, you're trying to get to some outside shots for your main guys.
Well, I think if you can't get in the paint by the way they're defending you, and their ball screen defense was terrific, and we didn't make them pay off big hedges. You're going to have to make some shots. I mean, you got to step up and make some shots, and we didn't make many, but we made enough.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, guys.